So next week, the electors have to certify in each state who won. And that means the end of will Donald Trump continue in the White House. Next week, it all ends. And the electors are going to certify the popular vote in their individual states. There's not going to be a court case, not going to be a block, there's not going to be a stay. None of that's going to happen. If it were going to happen, it would be in motion now. It is not. What the Trump administration is doing is building a case of fraud for the future because Donald Trump wants to run again. All right, so Donald Trump did a speech on Facebook. I don't even know how you do that, but apparently I am on Facebook. By people put me on there. I don't know. Anyway, Donald Trump, the 46-minute speech on Facebook yesterday. And I've picked out two sound bites. Roll the first one. Go.
Maybe you'll have a revote, but I don't think that's appropriate. When those votes are corrupt, when they're irregular, when they get caught, they're terminated. And I very easily win. In all states, I very easily win these swing states. Just like I won them at 10 o'clock in the evening of the election.
And Donald Trump really believes that. There's nothing phony about him, his point of view. He believes it. And there's nothing you can say or do, or anyone can say or do, to make him disbelieve it. And about 75% of people who voted for President Trump do believe it as well. That there were a number of swing states that did not legally count their votes in a proper manner. I believe that. Okay, and I was on Bernie and Sid, WABC radio, where I do a 10 o'clock radio program every night. And you can get that on the internet if you want. But I was on there today and I laid out, I'm not going to do it again here because I've already done it, what the Trump administration has to do to win this fight in the court of public opinion. All right, because the media forget it. But there are things you can concretely do to demonstrate the fraud that I believe took place. Here is soundbite number 2.
It is important for Americans to understand that these destructive changes to our election laws were not a necessary response to the pandemic. The pandemic simply gave the Democrats an excuse to do what they have been trying to do for many, many years. In fact, the very first bill that House Democrats introduced when Nancy Pelosi became Speaker was an attempt to mandate universal mail-in voting and eliminate measures such as voter ID, which is so necessary.
And that's 100% true, what I just said. The Democratic Party wants massive mail-in voting. Why? You already have an absentee system. So if you are health impacted and you can't get to the polls, get an absentee. If you're traveling, get an absentee. Military, absentee. Why do you want mail-ins? Why? Oh, it's easier, more people. No. All right? We have a poll. We have an election day. You go to the poll. This is what you do. Mail-ins are way too easy to corrupt. Much more difficult to count. Why? It shouldn't ever happen. So 100% I'm in agreement with President Trump on this. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. As you all know, the dollar is at a 10-year low, and November could spell real trouble. That's why I recommend you consider physical gold and silver, and the only company I do business with in this area is American Hartford Gold. You can call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you a free gold coin on your first qualified order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold's up over 40%, silver over 60%. So please don't wait. Call them now. 877-444-GOLD Gold. 877-444-GOLD Gold, or text GOLD to 65532.